Nicky Hawkins, outside Shrewsbury, West Ham Fan TV. Sorry, I don't know your name. Adam. That weren't great from West Ham.
It wasn't a brilliant performance, to be perfectly honest. But I've got to be honest. I wonder whether we really came here to try and win the game. You know, playing against Shrewsbury. Obviously, you know, they're having a good season. You know, and obviously I'm local. I'm from Shropshire, just down the road in Telford. So you know, we kind of like hear a lot about Shrewsbury, and you know, they're a couple of divisions below us, but they're having a good season. You know, and
it's always a danger, isn't it, when a lower league team's having a good season, you come in here not having the best of seasons. It always can be difficult.
Yeah, it's a banana skin, to be perfectly honest. West Ham have got nothing to win, everything to lose, and to be quite honest, Shrewsbury, they come out here, they probably thought to themselves, you know, if we could play 110%, and they gave it 110%, to be honest. All credit to Shrewsbury. They played well, you know, they worked hard and they ran for each other. And I think this was a game that West Ham came here and determined not to lose, to be quite honest. You know, I think we came here and, you know, a lot of squad players in there, a lot of young players. We all kind of like, you know, for years at West Ham, we've been waiting for sort of like young players to come through and to show, you know, what they've got. And, you know, probably Rice is the best of the lot. You know, we've heard about sort of like Oxford in the past. Obviously, you know, he's come back from Germany, he's injured now. But, you know, there's obviously a lot of other young players that have come in there. And it would have been great if some of them would have, you know, sort of stepped up and, you know, put in the kind of performance that we perhaps saw from some of those Shrewsbury lads. But, you know, they didn't do it. But at least we didn't lose, you know, and that's important, you know.
Could we do without that game, though? That replay?
I think we could do that, the replay, to be quite honest. But, you know, I think the fact that, you know, a lot of our first team players didn't play in the game, they were rested. I think when we take him back to the London Stadium, I think it'd be a completely different game. I'd like to think that he'll play a fairly strong side and go and win the game. It's got to be won in that game, hasn't it? To be perfectly honest, it's not going to go to another replay. It'll be sort of like, you know, extra time and penalties. But no, we don't need extra games, do we? But, you know, looking at what we've got next in the league, you know, we've got sort of, I think our next sort of like 8 or 10 games, we've got, I would say, beatable opposition. I think our next tough game.
That's where we've slipped up. Beatable opposition isn't where we've lost points.
Yeah, you're right. You know, we've played well, I think, or we've got good results against teams that are much better than us. And you know, I talked to a few people over the last few weeks, and I think we play better when we haven't got the ball. You know, when we've got, you know, it's backs to the wall and we're playing against teams that we could just, like, you know, sort of park the bus, so to speak. You know, I think those are the games that we've tended to do well in. You know, if we can nick a goal, you know, and hold the opposition off, you know, I think we sort of like tend to do well, but. That's got to change, to be honest, and I think that, you know, this run of games, I think that, you know, our next tough game is Liverpool, and probably about sort of like about 2 months, you know. Then we've got Man United a couple of games after that, but we've got Burnley, we've got Huddersfield, we've got, you know, we've got teams that we should be beating, and we've got teams that hopefully, you know, we can start to sort of, you know, play a bit of decent football against, you know, and I think that's what we should be doing. You know, we should be sort of like going out there and we should be sort of, you know, taking control of some of these games. And I think this next run of games in the league, it's an opportunity to do that, to be honest.
I think we win the next 4 or 5, I think we're well out of trouble. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us. That was a pleasure to chat to you.
Appreciate that.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks.